Hello and welcome to episode 99 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. We are away to Everton in the Premier League and then at home to Bournemouth in the Premier League. And since you were last with me, we've played only two matches. We surprisingly beat Newcastle by 2-1 at home, and then rather unsurprisingly lost at home to Arsenal. So let's get straight into it, and I'll show you the team to face Everton in just a moment. Okay, here is our team to face Everton then, and it is Camacho in goal, back four of Alvaro Fernandez, Sutton, Graeme and Regis. It's Toll at the base of midfield, Vort Trench and Musial ahead of him, Guerrero on the left, Kai on the right, Dane Scarlett up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant manager thinks we should pile the pressure on our opponents and tell our players what have we got to lose. Yeah, I think that's probably the right move. So I am going to use hands on hips and agree with him. And let's get out there and see what we can do. First of all, a tunnel interview. Am I under any sort of pressure? Given that most people believe a defeat will cost you your job. My belief in the team's unwavering. Is it right to say that Leicester need to score more goals and soon? Goals win games, absolutely. Why have Leicester been so poor on their travels? We've had some really bad luck. Okay, let's get out there and see if we can actually get a result and ease some of the pressure, not just on me, but on the Leicester team as well. And more importantly, end the match not in the bottom three, which currently we're not. But if we lose, we will be back in the bottom three again. So we can ill afford a defeat. But so far, let's demand more actually. There's not a lot's happened up to now. It is an Everton free kick. It's hit the crossbar and Sutton puts it behind for a corner. And it will be an in-swinger from Ravella for Everton. Deep one, headed away by Sutton and out for a throw-in, and the highlight comes to an end. So we need to absolutely make the most of this. If we are able to get the win, we'll join Everton on 12 points from 12 matches. So the prize for winning is huge. So right, we want one goal basically. So we have to be better in front of goal, and let's make some changes. Dane Scarlett's not having his best game, so we'll get him off and we'll bring on, let's put Kai up. In fact, no, Kai's playing badly as well. We'll bring Julian on, put him up front. We'll take Kai off, bring on Steven Bergwijn, and we will also take off Regis and bring on Ferrula, and I think possibly we might try Graeme at right back. Yeah, that makes more sense. And let's get out there and see if we can do something in the second half. So let's demand more. We're not going attacking yet. Bergwijn with a free kick. Deep one, headed away. Julian picks up the loose ball. Plays it back to Toll. Alvaro Fernandez to Errol. out to Gremy on the right hand side. He's got a space to cross it into, but doesn't get the cross away, and Everton managed to get it clear, but they're not able to get it out of their own area just yet, and Bergwijn's won it back into the area, and Steven Bergwijn has made it Everton 0, Leicester City 1 with 48 minutes gone. Superb start to the second half that we badly need to keep going, and indeed we have joined Everton on 12 points from 12 matches as it stands, but we remain behind them on goal difference, and we need to probably try and get another goal from somewhere as we win the ball back. Gramy to Bergwijn, back to Gramy, finds Toll. Musial plays it through for Guerrero, and Guerrero does get us a second goal with 62 minutes gone. It is Everton 0, Leicester 2. And the second half has been completely different. So I'm loath to make any changes that we don't have to. Although we've just given the ball away at the throw-in. It's played back to Kelleher though, and he eventually clears it long, and we give the ball away from the second ball, and Smith is in for Everton. Lucas Smith. Defence is appealing for offside. I don't think it is. I'll be surprised if this is chalked off. It has been given. It is Everton 1, Leicester 2. So we do need a demand more, as Everton have a free kick and a header, and our 2-goal lead has disappeared just like that. Guerrero needs to come off. He's flagging so Hossamer can come on. Now we might as well go attacking and throw everything at it. We're going to demand more and see if we can get one more chance just to try and win the game. And we've got one more sub left. So let's bring on Frendrup for Toll. As we cross the ball in, Julian doesn't get there. Fernandez is robbed of the ball, and Everton are in again. Smith cuts it across, and Damien LeBale has scored for Everton in stoppage time to completely turn it around. It's Everton 3, Leicester 2. And this might be a very, very costly defeat. So Eberle plays it forward, and Bergwijn's won it back. Vort Trench's ball forward is not going to find one of the Leicester players. Eberle plays it to Javier, Ravella to Phillips, into Smith, who's been really the difference between the two teams today. Javier down the right plays it back to Berisha. His long ball forward finds Phillips. Back to Javier. It's into the area. Sutton clears. Hossamer only succeeds in giving the ball away. And the shot cannons off the woodwork and then is cleared. Bergwijn plays it forward but gives it away. And it's Eberle to Ravella. LeBale to Smith. Back to Berisha. Ravella to Avier on the right hand side. Phillips cuts in field, loses the ball, but Ravella picks it up again. Kearney with the ball over the top, headed away. Gremy, but we lose the ball again, and that's full time. Everton 3, Leicester 2, and I'll be back in a moment, hopefully with the second match of the episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode as we face Bournemouth at home. And the team for this one, Camacho in goal, back four of Regis, Jeremy, Sutton and Fernandez. It's Gideon Toll at the base of midfield. Musial and Luginga in central midfield, Kai and Guerrero on the wings, Dane Scarlett up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant is saying I think it's time we shut a few people up and prove their criticism is unfounded, don't you? Yeah, absolutely. Just need to find an appropriate gesture. I think we will pump the fists and go with that. So let's get out there into the tunnel. Continue to struggle. And their suggestions another defeat today might be your last as Leicester manager. Have you been able to prepare for the match with that sort of pressure on you? I'm more than aware of the consequences. We've got a strong belief in our ability. Can Watford avoid relegation? No. Okay, let's get into the match and see if we can start to turn things around. Bournemouth are 7 points clear of us as it stands, so it is imperative that we get a win in this game. And we have started the better. Regis with the free kick. The header is over the top from Sutton, and the highlight comes to an end. So let's demand more as Bournemouth have a corner. It's headed away, but straight back to the corner taker, Villa. Ulrich and Astor Franks has given Bournemouth the lead. This is not good news. This is looking like this might be my last game in charge of Leicester. So we'll demand more, and we're going to start thinking about changes already. There are poor performances all over the pitch. We're going to go attacking. We can't do anything else. So let's demand more again and see if we can get an equaliser before half time. It's not looking likely, and there is the half time whistle. It's Leicester 0, Bournemouth 1, and Bournemouth absolutely deserve it. So let's throw a water bottle. What was that? And let's make some changes. I know it's seemed to affect the players, but desperate times and all that. So Guerrero needs to come off. Hossimer's coming on. Kai's going up front for Dane Scarlett. Dane Scarlett can come off for Bergwijn. We're going to make other changes too. We're going to take Regis off and bring on James Justin. I am also going to take off Gremy and bring on Sergio. In fact, I'm going to undo that one. I'm going to leave it at that. Leave it at 3 changes at half time. Let's start the second half. Let's demand more immediately and see if we can get back into this match at least, as Villa comes forward and beats the Leicester defender, gets all the way to the byline, and we managed to get it out for a goal kick. Right, Kai's playing even worse. We need to get him off, and we'll bring on Julien and see if we can affect change, as they're in behind, and that's a super block. Not sure who the Leicester defender was there, but that was brilliant. And our final change is going to be Gremy for Sergio, and it's headed away, Julien gets it clear, but Mendes picks it up and comes forward, and that's a terrible foul from Julien, but he gets away with it. And with 64 minutes gone, it is still only 1-0. Yeah, let's demand more now and see if we can do something about this. Villa beats his man, gets to the byline. Camacho with the save, but Ridder has put it in the back of the net. It is at the moment 2-0 to Bournemouth, but it is being reviewed by VAR for a possible offside. And the goal's given. It is 2-0 Bournemouth. And this is surely the end of our reign at Leicester, as we're into the last 15 minutes. We've no subs left. We're going to demand more. We've not had a shot on target in a game we're losing 2-0. Luginger hits the shot way off target. Commentator said it was almost one of the goals of the season. It almost went out for a throw-in. I'm not sure what he was on about there, to be honest. But that is full time. Leicester 0, Bournemouth 2. And I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and talk about what might be coming next. Okay, here is the league table as it stands after those back-to-back defeats on today's episode. We are third from bottom of the league with 2 wins, 3 draws, 8 defeats from our 13 matches, 9 points on the board. We are only 1 point from safety, which is the silver lining on the situation. So let's have a look at when we might decide to come back. And I don't think I'm going to make you a promise as to when we come back. I will play through the next few games and I'll come back as soon as there is a story to give you. So we either survive the next few games and come back somewhere in December, or we don't survive and I come back and tell you that our time at Leicester is over. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.